She's the same person who has openly talked about using executive orders to push gun control. So much so that even Joe Biden had to tell her, you can't do that, Kamala, it's unconstitutional.
They said, I'm going to issue an executive order. Biden saying there's no constitutional authority to issue that executive order when they say I'm going to eliminate assault weapons, saying you can't do it by executive order any more than Trump can do things when he says he can do it by executive order. Does the vice president have a point there?
Some things you can, many things you can't.
Let's let the senator answer.
Well, I mean, I would just say, hey, Joe, instead of saying no, we can't, let's say yes, we can.
Let's be constitutional. We got a constitution.
And yes, we can.
And another thing, she owns a Glock, right? Well, let's talk about California's gun laws for a second. There's this thing called the California roster of handguns, which limits the type of guns people can legally buy in the state. Guess what? Most Glocks aren't on that roster. There's only one generation of Glock you can buy legally, and it's an older model. So either she got a Gen 3 Glock, or she bypassed the law by buying it from a cop or getting it out of state. Either way, it just highlights how stupid and hypocritical these gun laws are. If Kamala Harris can own a Glock in California, how unsafe can it really be just to let that Glock and all other Glocks and other guns be allowed in the state? Let's be real. These laws only hurt law-abiding citizens. Criminals don't care about rosters, restrictions, or any of that. They get their guns off of the street, across state lines, or through illegal means. Meanwhile, the average Californian is stuck with fewer and fewer options because of this stupid, arbitrary rule. AR-15s are some of the most common firearms in the country. There are over 20 million of them. Add in other semi-autos and you're looking at over 44 million guns that could be affected. She's not talking about confiscating some rare military-grade weaponry. She's coming after guns that millions of Americans own and use legally. So no, Kamala, being a gun owner doesn't impress me. It doesn't erase her anti-gun history. It just shows that she'll say whatever it takes to get votes. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, she's a gun owner, so I'm not worried about her coming after my guns, don't fall for it. She wasn't saying any of this when she was pushing gun control as vice president. She's pandering, plain and simple. At the end of the day, owning a gun doesn't make you pro-Second Amendment.